What's this helmet doing here, Sumaira?
Well, I'm on my way to my nephew's house. I got it for him. He's got a school match tomorrow, and believe it or not, he wants to beat Virat Kohli's average of 59.8.
Oh, that's precisely specific.
But who will know better than you that averages can be deceptive, right? So even with mutual funds, what you generally come across is average returns over a period of time. So while they give you the overall picture, it's not the whole story. And for that, we have rolling returns, right?
Correct, Sumaira. Rolling return can tell you over long periods of time for a specific period what was the consistency in the delivery of return a fund actually gave an investor. To understand it better, let's assume there's a cricket match and I want to figure out and gauge whether Virat Kohli would actually score a 50 in that specific match. What did you say the average was?
59.8.
Right. Does it mean that in every match he's played, he has scored 59.8?
No, it's just an average.
Right. It helps me understand whether Virat Kohli is a good batsman or not. But will he score a 50 in this specific match? Can't say. Similarly, if a fund has generated 12% per annum for a 10-year period, it does not actually mean that every 10-year investor in that fund made 12%. There could have been an unlucky person making only 3% a year, even after staying invested for 10 big years. Or, on the contrary, there could be a lucky investor of 10-year periods who has made 17%. So when a fund reports 12% per annum, it actually only shows the last 10-year investor, not the luckiest and the unluckiest investor. So it's important to consider rolling return when making investment decisions. Now let's assume that rolling returns for 1 year needs to be computed using last 2-year data. We would need to calculate January 2017 to December 2017's return, Feb 2017 to Jan 2018's return, March 2017 and February 2018's return, and so on. This will help us understand diverse returns of 12 different 1-year investors, so I can get a sense of my future potential return and its consistency. So Sumaira, like we saw, rolling return gives you different pockets of 1 year, as against point-to-point return, as of today, only tells you the last 1 year return. So rolling returns are a more robust way of figuring out a fund's consistent delivery.
That's true, actually, and for investors, it's also a more realistic way to gauge the performance of their investments, because especially short-term investors can be misled so easily by just average returns.
So it's like saying, depending on the form and the pitch, Virat can score a 20 or even a century.
Well, come to think of it, do they have rolling returns in cricket?
I'm actually not the person to ask this question. You should be asking this to a cricket expert. Why do you look so grim today?
Hi, Feroze. I redeemed some investments this morning and I had to pay an exit load.
So let's tell our viewers today about exit loads and their implications.